Now, I thought to share something to give insight about, to give one insight about presentations. And I'm talking to students, I'm talking to any professional. Let me tell you, whether you're young, old, it doesn't matter the age. There are people who, when you're going to present, you're going to face a panel, you're going to a conference, and it's your time to present, you have all those butterflies in your stomach, right? They are busy flying in your stomach, and you don't know, you don't know how to control them. There's butterflies, then it's like someone has taken a pot, a hot pot that is steaming, and put inside your stomach, because you're just feeling like all this heat in your stomach. You're panicking. You're like, oh no, am I going to speak in front of all these people, in front of this big audience? And then the words start disappearing, and that's something that has always happened to me. And I never discovered something that would really, really help me. And this time around, I discovered it on my last presentation as a student. I discovered it. And so that is what I want to share with you. I want to tell you what the secret is. So let's get over with it. Okay, so welcome back. So simple. I won't even take much of your time. As a student, and even in other kind of spaces and environments that I wasn't a student, and I was supposed to present something to a group of people, I had that panic in me. I became afraid. I was like, oh no, do I have the correct information to give? Am I really informed? Am I really prepared for this? And sometimes I would, the imposter syndrome could creep into me, like, am I really the best person to talk about this? Am I skilled in this area? And all these could come into my mind because of one thing. Because I did not prepare well. By preparing well, I don't mean that I did not have, information or content for that topic area. The thing is, I did not have order. I thought in my mind that I can do this. I have mastered this content. There are people who master content and they go and stand and they present and they don't forget anything. And they present within time, and they don't waste any time. If they're told it's 20 minutes, they will keep it within 20 minutes. But there are some people like me who, if I don't have some kind of outline or order that guides me every step, then if I'm told I'm supposed to present for 20 minutes, I will go even 25, or I will go 10 minutes. And then, if I go under time, I'm wasting a whole extra time that I could have engaged the audience, or I could have given more in-depth information. Okay. So throughout my college levels, my doctoral classes, I could go in front of the class to present, or at conference to present. But then I would just, a slide, I show a slide, on a slideshow. And then because I did not prepare beforehand what I need to talk, the points I need to emphasize on each slide, then that would cause me to go and blabber and blabber and blabber, and even get confused. And when I'm getting confused, I'm confusing my own audience. I'm confusing the people who are listening to me. And so this time around, for my defense, I decided to do something different. I said, you know what? This could be the last one as a student, but I have to do it differently. I have put a lot of energy into this. I've put a lot of time into this, and I'm not going in there to embarrass myself. I am not going in there to embarrass myself. And so I say to myself, and this is something that I've always seen people doing, but I've been saying, why are these people using this? And when I say using this, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Ta-da! This was my trick. And these are They're called index cards, okay? Index cards. The index cards did magic at my presentation. They were magic at my presentation. And this is, for some people, this is maybe common knowledge because you always use it. But there are other people like me who maybe just see people using and you're like, why are they using that? You mean they just can't master the content in their minds? No, it's not that they cannot master content in their minds. It's just that they are smart. They want order. They want order. They want to keep it within time. They want to know what to say for each slide. Because remember, what you're showing your audience are just bullet points. You know, it's not all that story. Okay? So you have to have something to remind you of the story you want to tell for each bullet point or for each slide. And so these came in real handy for me. And I have people who attended my presentation on Zoom, and they could see I was flashing this. Okay, I had this index cards, and for each slide, you see what I did. What I did with them was that, like the first one, they all had the titles. They all had the titles of each slide, so I could know, okay, this one is for this slide. And then something else that I did within them is that when I was presenting, for any place where I had to move to the next slide, I had it there written next slide. Okay, so when I get there, I know this is where I'm clicking for my next slide. And then something else that I did with them is that even for my name, you know, I was not going to assume that the first slide is common sense. It is just talking about my name and maybe what the topic is about. But let me tell you, even for that first slide, you can end up wasting time. Even for the first slide, you can end up wasting time. So you have to know that when you're introducing yourself, what is it that you're going to say without going too much into introducing yourself and ending up using 4 minutes of your very few minutes that you're given in just introducing yourself. So you can see, even for my introduction, I had an index card for my introduction. And this worked so well for me. I know my those that were there would be witnesses that I actually did this in about 30 to 33 minutes. I was given 30 minutes. And let me tell you, for the first time in all these years, I kept time. And it boosted my confidence because I felt smart. It made me feel smart because I was keeping within time and I had all my points out there. And let me tell you, I had people reach out after that. They told me, you are so confident. Wow, you're so confident. You're so eloquent. I've never received those comments in my presentations. For real, I'm telling you that. And friends, the reason they say that, these cards gave me the confidence. Because I knew I had prepared well. I knew I had all my points down. I knew that I was not going to be all over the place in my presentation. And so that is what made me confident. And that is what made me courageous in my presentation. And so if this is something that you have not explored, I would encourage you to go ahead and use this in case you have trouble doing presentations or, going to conferences or standing before people to talk about certain topics. You want to explore index cards. They are serious. Index cards are good. So yeah, so that is the insight I wanted to share with you today. I hope there's a student somewhere that has had this. You don't have to buy students if this is not within your budget. You can just take a printing paper, right? Take a printing paper, cut it into, maybe fold it, cut into 3. Like this one can give you 6 index cards. This can give you 6. So you fold it like that, then cut 1, 2. So you have 3 on that side and 3 on this side. You can use those as an index card. You don't have to buy them. So I hope that someone learns from that. Okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you for now. make sure you share this video so that somebody else can learn, and subscribe and like. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Let me know what other topics you want me to talk about. And until next time, bye.